Hello everyone and welcome to episode 2 of the TEW 2020 UJPW Spinoff Series here on the channels at Supermax 64 BRAWL-O-WEEN, as this is BRAWL-O-WEEN, as it's spooky season. It'd be nice if this was in October as far as this episode, but now we are just a couple of weeks away from it. But yeah, I mean, this is it's a fun little show, as far as BRAWL-O-WEEN. It's nice little follow-up from the anniversary show, which will be, as far as in the future, but as far as our first episodes, as far as the Showdown Summit, went really well. As far as, obviously, with our first episode, it was kind of more of a filling out process, but also filling in for what is, as far as now, the getting to the point now where we're going to use Fire Pro now to run the major shows. So that's going to be exciting as well. I think we got it fixed up. I haven't had a crash in a hot ass minute on Fire Pro. Seems to be working. Seems to be up and running. So fingers crossed we get to run it seamlessly, and we're gonna have a lot of fun with it. But before we get to the Fire Pro stuff, we do have to go through the tour shows, which there's 7 of them, I believe, if I remember correctly. It's one of the longer tours of the year for us is BRAWL-O-WEEN here, and the card itself, it is a 6-match card again, and the main event and co-main event, again, Supermax 64 Junior Tag Team and Junior Heavyweight title matches. Main event, Vampiro versus the Great Sasuke. Just kind of makes sense to have a ninja and a vampire battling it out on the first ever BRAWL-O-WEEN show. Co-main event, Radical Revolution of Wild Pegasus D. Malenko taking on Hayabusa and Jinsei Shinzaki, of course, the current champions. So those 2 matches for sure are going to be run on Fire Pro. Honestly, I'm hoping that I can get maybe all of them, if not just the Eddie, Dragon Kid, the TTS BWO. Maybe we'll skip that actually instead as well. We might just run Eddie Guerrero, Dragon Kid, Ultimo Dragon, Super Astro against the Blonde Bombers, Revolution, Hayabusa, Jinsei Shinzaki, then Vampiro and the Great Sasuke. That's just kind of the plan, but we'll see. That might change with how things kind of flow. I'm just kind of figuring out what's the best formula for this right now, because I think running every match might get a bit tedious, and it might... I kind of want to make those like special matches too in the same breath. So there is that too. Plus, with it being a longer kind of episode, I kind of don't want to run too many matches just for the sake of keep making sure it's still a nice-sized video. It's nothing too crazy long or anything. But, yeah, I think those 2 title matches are going to be very, very fun to see how they play out in the game. I will say this. Dean and Chris, their edits specifically have been edited to where hopefully we could see a lot of fun, unique animations for those guys. Hayabusa has a couple of unique animations for himself, and I think Jinsei Shinzaki as well, with a lot of the praying stuff, as far as a lot of, with the, obviously, his big-ass power bomb and him walking the ropes and shit like that. So it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun to see how that plays out. Yeah, but, I mean, this is a really good card, though. Co-main event for the Junior Heavyweight Tag Team titles, and then the match before that, basically, the #1 contendership matchup for the Junior Tag Team titles. Ultimo Dragon, Super Astro versus the Blonde Bombers. Of course, I will say this. The next tour is, in fact, the Junior Tag League. So it's basically keeping up the same formula that we were running with the UJPW Series, where we end out the year with the Tag League. Obviously, with it being a junior-only division, as far as it's going to be a Junior Tag League, I'm not exactly sure how many teams we're going to use. If we're going to go with 10, if we're going to go with 8, 6, because, as far as we have not as big of a roster as we did with UJPW, so you want to kind of maybe change it up a little bit by making it a little shorter. I might even break it up into 2 blocks as well. That might be something, as far as to help give it a little bit more oomph to it. So it's just kind of all up in the air as far as there's no... Obviously, we're kind of stepping into new territory, obviously. We're making the rules as it kind of goes along with some of these tours, because a lot of it, it's the first time, and there's sense of freedom that we're not usually used to having. Usually we try to keep up with what they kind of did in real life. We rarely kind of step outside of what they were now doing and kind of making our own freedom and really putting our own spin on it. But, it is our promotion. It's our creation, so we can kind of have fun with it and do whatever we want. So that's going to be a nice little change of pace as well. So yeah, that much as far as that's kind of also why that match is happening before the co-main, but also to build up to a potential number one, contendership matchup for Blonde Bomber, Saltwell Dragon, Super Astro. So also maybe even relieve some of the pressure to where if they don't in fact finish highly in the tag league itself, they at least have the comfort of knowing, hey, we have a title shot on the horizon. TTS versus the BWO in a 6-man tag. That's obviously going to be all of TTS, Shinjiro Otani, Minoru Tanaka, and Shinichi Funaki. Against the BWO, Brad Armstrong, Taka Michinoku, and I think we're going to go with Terry Boy in that one. I don't think we're going to go Yoshihiro Tajiri with that one. It's going to be close, but I believe Terry Boy is in fact in that matchup. And as far as Eddie Guerrero versus Dragon Kid, this idea, we're going to try to replicate some magic in the same type of feel, in the same type of match that obviously Eddie and Ray had at Halloween Havoc 97. That's kind of the idea. And if there's going to be a guy to kind of fill the role of Rey Mysterio Jr., Dragon Kid's a pretty good option, as far as that's going to be hopefully a good-ass match. So that's going to be fun to see how Fire Pro runs it. And then the opener, Damon and Psicosis against Jushin Thunder Liger and Two Cold Scorpio. So again, we main event with Os Pavano versus the NWO. We're going to open up the show with Os Pavano versus the NWO. Now the reason why we're not showing this is because we obviously need a technical masterclass matchup, so, might as well just, keep it at 18-20 minutes and, have Liger and Scorpio and Damien and Psicosis have a pretty good match, though, I think. I think all four of those guys are pretty solid, technically. Maybe Damien's probably the weakest one out of the bunch, but it still should be a pretty good matchup. And, we have a lot of new debuts as well happening throughout this tour again. We're trying to bring in some fresh blood, bring in some, guys that were not involved in the actual UJPW series itself. So that's going to be exciting to see as well. I know Hoovy is making his debut. Jerry Lynn is making his debut. Sabu's making his debut as well. He's a part of, I completely forgot, Hayabusa and Jinsei Shinzaki. They, because I didn't change their name in the notes here, they actually have their own stable now. They have their own group. It is the Dark Side Defiance, which is made up of Hayabusa, Jinsei Shinzaki, Sabu, and Shima. As far as those four, Shima is hurt right now, so basically it's Sabu joining Hayabusa and Jinsei Shinzaki. I just feel like it's a great third guy for him. Hayabusa and Sabu's a great dream team. And Jinsei Shinzaki and Sabu has a little bit of a yin and yang feel to it. A little bit of, with kind of inner peace and inner, as far as, the Buddhist way for Jinsei Shinzaki. And of course, the suicidal, homicidal, genocidal, death-defying Sabu. Just as far as from character's perspective. It's a pretty fun idea, and we're also maybe potentially looking to run Darkseid Hayabusa as far as go with that character, and maybe even just have him unmask and be H. We kind of talked about that potentially in the first episode happening, and we're kind of setting the pieces here a little bit with him being the Darkseid Defiance, which is, that's how we got the name, first of all, Darkseid, from Darkseid Hayabusa, and then also Defiance. We got it from Death Defying, with Sabu. I just felt like, and also Hayabusa, a guy that was defiant in his lifetime, as far as guy that unfortunately gets paralyzed after a terrible accident in the ring, is able to not only survive that horrific injury, but also go on to be able, doctor said he'd never walk again, and he would be in a wheelchair for the rest of his life, to be able to, at points, sit up out of his chair and walk his way to the ring under his own power. Very, very powerful stuff, and that's a man that was defiant until the very end. And to me, Just feels like that's a great name for him. But yeah, that is the final show. On paper, it's looking pretty fun, though. I think there's going to be some good matches. That co-main might be better than the main event, but it's going to be tough. They're going to be a great 1-2 matchup for sure. But Brawl-O-WEEN, going to be a lot of fun to see how it all plays out. And also, be able to see Fire Pro for the first time in this series. So the whole idea with this, having integrate Fire Pro with it, we get to finally see it. So that's going to be fun. So yeah, the first night, it's all pre-booked, obviously. Everything's pre-booked, ready to go. Oh, never mind. I guess it's not. Oh, no, this is the All Japan one. That's right, I skipped over to All Japan. I had a feeling this might happen. So yeah, we'll have to stop it and get back with the UJP. Oh my god, with the UJPW with Supermax 64. All right, there we go. Just had a quick little auto book to get through that night 3 show. And so that is kind of the one funny thing about having like a 2-person save is you kind of have no idea what's gonna run what. At least right now for me, because I just have never really done it. It's all new. It's all new to me. So as far as I think we're gonna run, yeah, it's crazy that we won't be able to sell out Cork and Hall. We're trying to get there though. Our popularity is a little bit rising. I feel like. I think it was it 69 at the beginning. Oh, it must have been. Oh shit. I thought it was a little bit more. Alrighty, so for the opener here, I don't know, we should probably just go with the main event first, actually. Ultimo Dragon, Super Astro against TTS. It's a banger here. Ultimo Dragon gonna get the win. So yeah, just building them up a little bit with Ultimo Dragon, Super Astro before their match with the Blonde Bombers. This is a rematch. First time since 97 now, so it's been a while. And that was an 86 we ran it then, so I can only... Oh, is he working UWA again? God damn it. Alright, we need to make him an exclusive talent at this rate. That's killing me. Killing me. Well, Golden King, you get an opportunity. Now, that's just great. Just great. Then we'll go with... It's not really that big of a show. Sabu making his debut. Him and Jinsei Shinzaki against the BWO of Taka and Terry Boy. Sabu gonna get a win in his debut. Then we'll have Los Guerreros versus Billy Kidman and Jerry Lynn. Again, Kidman made his debut last episode, and then Jerry Lynn now making his episode this episode. As his debut this episode, rather, is Eddie getting the win. Setting that for Steal the Show. We got the World Class A-Holes versus Shudo, which the debut of the Super Tiger, yes. Satoru Sayama now being the Super Tiger. The idea behind this, Fire Pro didn't really have a good Satoru Sayama edit, to be honest. Like, that was, like, unmasked old man Satoru Sayama. So, it's kind of the next best thing. And when he was working in the, when he came back to professional wrestling, around the late 90s, I'd say, early 2000s-ish, he was the Super Tiger. And, just felt like that that character could work out well with, obviously, Tiger Mask 4, and, just with him getting the win over Dick Togo as well. So, we'll see how exactly that plays out for him, but I think it's going to be a pretty good matchup for him. And I just now realized Kiyoshi Tamura is on the Shudo team, and we have him in the opener, or we have him, rather, taking on Marufuji. So, we will just replace that with Kazuya Yamasaki, who was not on the last show anyway, so perfect. Yeah, Super Tiger's gonna deal with that. And then Kiyoshi Tamura versus Naomichi Marufuji to open up the show, which Kiyoshi Tamura will obviously be getting the win there. Yeah, we got to turn down this length of show by far. We'll make it an hour 30. Alrighty. So yeah, I mean, not the, oh yeah, we need to steal the show matchups, I believe. Oh no, we got it. Yeah, we're good to go. Alright. So yeah, I mean, this is, maybe not the biggest of main events, now that Super Astro's not involved. That fucking pisses me off so much, though. Yeah, we're gonna have to change that, hopefully get him on an exclusive deal, and so we don't have to deal with this. A 61 though for Kiyoshi Tamura and Naomichi Marufuji. It's Tamura getting the win in 10-13. Obviously Tamura still doing really well. It's weird, Marufuji, you know, he is still so young. But like it just feels like his stats are not really coming together. It's quite odd. It's quite odd. 63 for Jado, Geto, Dicto with the World Class A-Holes, losing to the Shudo team. That actually was pretty close. If not for Yamasaki, World Class A-Holes would have been the better team, as Super Tiger getting low in the diving headbutt in 17-16. 65 for Jerry Lynn and Billy Kidman against Chavo and Eddie. Pretty good debut for Jerry Lynn, especially for a guy that hadn't really worked in Japan here. By this point, you know, he'd only worked like ULL and Michinoku Pro, and that was kind of more towards the early and mid-90s of the day, if I remember correctly. And then he started just kind of working full-time for Smoky Mountain, which is just kind of... That would make sense, honestly, to him. He just seems like a perfect kind of babyface for that, but also we would have missed out on, obviously, New Effin showed Jerry Lynn and ECW in the matches with Van Dam, so glad that is just an alternative reality as far as from that perspective. But it's nice to see at least Chavo's getting a little bit better, it seems like. Maybe it's just because Billy Kidman's in the match as well. It didn't really hit as much as I thought it would. God damn, Sabu rather, with a 51. But him and Jinsei Shinzaki have great chemistry. So that shows you how bad maybe Sabu is here. Which it is 1999. By this point, he had not been the same Sabu that took the independent scene by storm in the mid to late 90s. Well, kind of mainly mid-90s. But yeah, I mean, Sabu, I figured because, well, he'd only been working FMW in the safe. Maybe he hadn't been banged up so much. But looks like he's been dealing with a lot of injuries, maybe potentially, or something along those lines. But him and Jinsei Shinzaki having great chemistry helps us out a lot, though, as he gets one with the Arabian Clutch, too, in 9:55. And 75 for the main event, as Funaki and Minoru Tanaka losing to Ultimo Dragon and Golden King. It's Ultimo Dragon with the Dragon Sleeper win over Shinichi Funaki. Tough break for Funaki, and as far as taking the loss there, point difference between him and Ultimo Dragon. That kind of shows you how close that is, but yeah, just unfortunate. Unfortunate. Damn, we could have gained a lot of popularity in Canada. Missed out on it. Yeah, I mean, Cork and all, starting off with the BRAWL-O-WEEN tour here. Sucks that the main event would have been a lot better, obviously, had Astro been involved, but luckily, it's just a tour show, and it's not the end of the world. We do have to make sure now that I'm thinking about it, because if we do sign an exclusive deal, he probably won't be exactly exclusive until probably later on, after, you know, your 30 days or whatever. So, we'll probably have to make sure that the final show is actually set for a time where he can work it as well. So, gotta look into that and make sure that is done. But yeah, on to night 2 we go. Alrighty, night 2. As far as backstage incidents, Golden King, Jumbo Tsuruta, as Theodore knocks down something off the desk. How fun. As here we go, Golden King, as he was brought before versus court. Keith was not paying attention during a locker room meeting. As a judge, Jumbo Tsuruta found him guilty and sent him to buy a crate of beer for the locker room. Well, at least he's not having to buy a crate of locker room for over 100 people, like he would have in the UJPW series. As the main event for this one, so we have a 6-man with the Cosmic Dragon Kings, which, of course, with Ultimo Dragon, Super Astro, and then Dragon Kid taking on Chris Jericho, Chris Candido, and Eddie Guerrero. So this idea is basically off of what we see, as far as, oh, well, we have Golden King in there instead of Dragon Kid. Huh. Yeah, let's do Dragon Kid, so at least it is actually, taking 2 matches on the final show and putting it in the one. I get Golden King would make it a better match, but yeah, I mean, Super Astro is going to beat Chris Candido here, so, again, the actual team's going to beat the somewhat thrown-together team. I guess, yeah, it is a thrown-together team. And then for the Radical Revolution, they're taking on the Dark Side Defiance. Sabu going to be beating Chavo Guerrero Jr., as it's weird that Sabu actually has, morale issue. He actually has stamina issues in a fucking 20-minute 6-man matchup. The fact that he's got stamina issues in a multi-man match like that is very frightening. Very, very frightening. Then we'll go with Damien and Two Cold Scorpio. Let's steal the show matchup. Two Cold Scorpio's going to get the win there. And then Hideki Ozaka and Satoru Ozaka against the World Class Tag Team, which Ghetto's going to get the win over Ozaka. Ozaka's going to be a little unhappy about that. Then the opener, Hikura Adaka and Minoru Fujita taking on the Lords of the Deep of Lord Akira Kurokumi in Super Delphin, as Mr. Akira Kurokumi will be getting the win in 18 minutes. So yeah, pretty straightforward stuff. I think this is actually going to be a pretty solid card, though. As, yeah, we got the opener has a little too much happening as far as with Akira Adaka and Fujita having over 20 minutes, but we got to get those guys ready, you know, and this is a great opportunity for them to really throw caution to the wind and let those guys really bust their ass out there, rather, as far as giving them an opportunity to really get something going. So again, we will not be able to probably run the Nagoya Congress Center. We did run the Shonen Women's Junior College last time, which I think we're going to have to do that again. 1,000 people in the building for this one. And we'll see how it goes. 61 for the opener, as Mr. Lord Akira Kurokumi is the best guy in the match, which is no surprise. Followed by Delphin, which again, no surprise there. But the octopus stretch from Akira Kurokumi submitting Minoru Fujita there in 1744. 55 for Hideki Ozaka and Satoru Ozaka against the World Class Tag Team Ghetto, with the Ghetto clutch getting the submission win in 941, as Jado and Ghetto getting the win there. As far as, we need to have the Ghetto clutch where it's actually the pin, you know, the as far as, instead of also with the submission hold of that variation, so we'll have to add that. But yeah, Hideki Ozaka and Satoru Ozaka, they got outperformed. A couple of points though, it was relatively close, but yeah, just a, you know, decent low undercard matchup. 65 for Damien and Two Cold Scorpio. Damien outperformed him. That's actually pretty impressive from Damien there, as he gets the win. Does Two Cold Scorpio with the Scorpio Splash in 14 minutes. Not a bad match at all, to be honest. We'll take that 66 and 78 for the Radical Revolution versus the Dark Side Defiance. Sabu with a 53 because of his stamina. That is crazy. Like, that is absolutely crazy. I wonder if he's got drug issues. I wonder. We might have to check that and see. Because it wouldn't be the farthest stretch thing in the world to see if he's got problems in that department. But yeah, I mean, he gets the win with the Arabian Clutch, which it just sucks. I thought it would be a lot better than this. Obviously, stamina issue is a huge deal for us, because if you want to make it up higher on the card, you're going to have to work 20 minutes. Like, it just is what it is. And the fact he can't even do that in a multi-man matchup, it's very, very telling. He still outperformed Chavo, though, so at least you have that. And the 83 for the main event, that actually went pretty well. Dragon Kid, if it wasn't for him, if we would have stuck with Golden King, this would have been a little bit better, probably. But we'll take the 83 as Astro, with the Astro Scissors over Chris Candido to end out that main event. Not a bad show, though. Again, could have did a little bit better as far as with the restricted number of viewers in America and in Canada, but I'm cool with it. You know, again, it's a tour show. Nothing we can really do about that. But yeah, night 2 in the books. On the night 3 we go. Alrighty, night 3, but it's day 3, night 3, as far as for this BRAWL-O-WEEN tour. Tajiri he gave a lift when he unveiled a series of spot-on impressions from his colleagues. That makes a lot of sense. Tajiri would definitely do that, as Tadabe was brought for Wrestler's Court, accused of failing to pick up his share of the tab on the shared rental cars. The judge, Jumbo Saruta, found them guilty and sentenced them to pay the full cost and reimburse travel partners. As, yeah, for this main event, again, Two Cold Scorpio's got a singles matchup, so he's had a lot as of late. But the main event, Sasuke Liger against Damien and Vampiro. Nice little tag matchup, as Liger will be beating Damien. Should be a fun matchup there. Co-main event. That's a good question. We got Los Guerreros versus Golden King and Dragon Kid. It's a fine match. I don't think it's going to be the co-main, though, but we'll add it. Since, you know, we brought it up, Dragon Kid's going to beat Chavo. This is the opener, probably. Lords of the Deep versus Kentaro Shiga, as far as Minoru Fujita and Hikura Adaka. As Prince Mako will be getting the win for the Lords of the Deep. So then we got Brad Armstrong on Yoshihiro Tajiri versus Shinichi Funaki and Shinjiro Otani. You know, let's have this, we'll pencil this in as the co-main event for now. It's a good little matchup. Otani's going to beat Tajiri there. And then the match that's going to be smack dab in the middle will be Tuco Scorpio versus Psychosis. As Psychosis will be getting the win, though. So obviously we just saw we just saw Scorpio get the win back over Damien, which is basically why we also made that singles match also a thing. But also now he's going to lose to Psychosis to at least have a little give and take, for this. Oh wow, as Scorpio, very, very unhappy about that. Hopefully, all goes well. Hopefully, fingers crossed there. Trying to think. Oh yeah, we need to steal the show matchup. Guess it'll be this. We'll take it. Alrighty. So yeah, I think it's gonna be a pretty fun little tour show. Again, just where we're at and where we're running shows. It's been pretty brutal as far as very much on the lower end of the scale of a lot of these arenas, but we'll get there in due time. In due time. As on 61 for the opener, Lords of the Deep having a good performance there. Kento Ishii with a 46, not bad at all. Outperformed Prince Mako. Mako with the air raid crash over Hidaka. Decent little opener. Obviously, Lord Akira Korakumi being the guy to carry that one. 66 for Los Guerreros versus Dragon Kid and Golden King. Chavo, again, worst guy in the match as he loses to Dragon Kid with the Dragon Rana. 10-23. 56. Oof, they don't click. Damn. As Tuco Scorpio losing to Psychosis with a guillotine leg drop. Pretty brutal. Yeah, that's the thing about... I wrote down some of the chemistry aspects, but I didn't write down all of them, which I should have. But at least for the tour show, we got it out of the way. So now we know, going forward. At 74, though, for the co-main event, that actually went really well. As Tajiri taking the springboard drop kick, losing to Otani. That was a good performance, though, from Tajiri with a 52. Sam and Brad. Oh, it was pretty relatively close. Just Tajiri just a little bit off to Otani. But, yeah, not bad at all. Not a bad co-main. And the main event delivers with an 80. Liger with a brainbuster over Damien. It's a good match. Good match. Yeah, just a couple points difference between the two teams. That is not bad at all. We're having pretty good tour shows, to be honest. So that's a nice little thing for us to keep our heads up held high. Obviously, performance rating, we're not going to have to worry about that. It's just having the slow process of having to build up from the medium-sized promotion. And we want to get to the point where we're actually on the same level as UJPW, which should be fun. That's a fun challenge. But obviously, we have the funds behind us, so it's just kind of coming down to just getting after it, really, more than anything. As on to night 4, we go. Alrighty, night 4, as I do wonder, I kind of forget exactly how the show is kind of pre-booked, as Theodore is jumping all over the place. But we haven't had Juventud debut yet, so I kind of hope we can get him in. I'll have to look after this recording to see, because I definitely want to make sure he gets a little bit of shine here. Yeah, we're running the Memorial Hall, since we gotta run there eventually. 450 people will be a sellout, but this kind of sucks. We're not going to get a full capacity crowd or anything. This Wild Pegasus Jinsei Shimazaki match is going to rule, as Wild Pegasus will be getting the win. Yeah, it's a fun match, though, as that'll be a good main. Co-main, we'll go with Radical Revolution versus Hayabusa and Sabu, so that's going to be a Steal the Show matchup, mainly because I know Sabu can't really work a long match, so we'll try 13 minutes. Yep. Probably would have guessed that. As far as I don't even know what his stamina is. What is it? It must just be terrible. 35. Yeah, that's pretty bad. That is brutal. That's great. 34. But yeah, by that point, he'd been really beaten up. That is for sure. Yeah, I mean, it's still gonna be bad, but there you go. Before the co-main, I'm not really sure. This is a pretty good match. So Kikuchi and Kanemoto versus Kazuya Yamasaki and Kiyoshi Tamura. Kikuchi going to be beating Kazuya Yamasaki. That's a banger. A absolute banger. I'm assuming this is Steal the Show matchup. Oh, no. Oh, that's right. I already have the Steal the Show matchup. I'm an idiot. Tiger Mask 4, though, is going to beat Tajiri in 10 minutes. I don't know how I feel about that, to be honest. Yeah, we're going to call an audible there. Tajiri's getting a lot better. I think he's going to be outperform Tiger Mask 4. And actually, have him beat the Super Tiger. I know it's not a great gimmick change for Satoru Sayama to have a point where he was getting wins and whatnot, and then Lance Storm going to be beating Ogawa. And his fears about it, what a piece of shit. Alrighty, so we should be good to go, though. And so, yeah, we got the venue, so we can run it. Well, I thought that'd be a little bit better, to be honest, but I guess Lance with a 54 is not the greatest. But yeah, Ogawa, I don't know why he's complaining about losing. I get he's got a pretty good spot here, but now that the Holy Demon Army, he's kind of by himself here, because Fuchi, he'll come down eventually. We just have to get the All Asia 6-man tag belts off him, because if you remember at that time, in October, they were the All Asia tag champs, or the 6-man champs rather, as far as the Holy Demon Army is Fuchi, Hashimoto, and I want to say Taue. Yeah, I believe that's who the third man was. But yeah, I mean, that's a good little match, though, between those two men. We'll take the 68. Yeah, 57 here. Well, Tajiri, of course, being off his game. And Super Tiger's gimmick's getting stale. I don't think I changed his actual gimmick, though. Because, yeah, I have to think about the Lucha Rest now, as we do have to worry about gimmicks. So, that kind of is what it is. But yeah, we'll change that, no problem. 70 here for Tsuyoshi Kikuchi, Koji Kanemoto against Kazuya Yamasaki and Kiyoshi Tamura, as Kikuchi submitting Kazuya Yamasaki. Yeah, pretty good match here. Pretty good. Koji Kanemoto, best guy in the match. Really no surprise. And then Dean Malenko and Eddie Guerrero beating the Hayabusa Sabu team. God, Sabu's a bit of a swing and a miss, but yeah, it's still fun to have him. Luckily, the matches, he can be carried in, so it's not the end of the world, but just sucks, because, he's Sabu. Would have been awesome. But yeah, that's 79 here for the main event. Wild Pegasus beating Jinsei Shinzaki with a Wild Bomb. Good little matchup there. Good little matchup. 78. Big night for the Roderick Revolution. Clean sweep over the Dark Side Defiance. And not a bad night for them at all. They're in front of 450 people. So yeah, on to night 5. We got... Alrighty, night 5, as we just have, well, 4 shows. After this one, it'll be 2, but as far as Chris Jericho, Billy Kidman, that's fun. Little WCW Nitro matchup. And Kazuya Yamasaki, Sprout for Wrestler's Court, accused of not joining the Wrestler's Locker Room for a night out. As the judge, Jumbo Tsuruta, found them guilty and says to buy drinks for after the show. You know what's funny about that Kidman-Jericho matchup? They kind of missed each other, as far as, Kidman's kind of, once he started kind of getting pushed a little bit more, that was kind of towards, really, the tail end of the flock, so most of 90, about middle 98 when he started kind of getting a little bit of a push, especially when he split away from the flock. But that was around Fall Brawl, 98, and then obviously Jericho's done by, I want to say it might be Uncensored 99 as his kind of last big show. So they just kind of missed each other, because at that point, they were trying to at least get Jericho out of the Cruiserweight division, but enough about that, though. As far as the main event for this show, New Order, Los Pavanos, of course, 6-man tag, pretty big 6-man tag, as well with, Liger, Psychosis, and Damien against Liger, Sasuke, Two Cold Scorpio, as Liger is going to get the win over Psychosis. Psychosis is probably the worst guy in that matchup, so unfortunately he's going to have to lose, but that's a fun 6-man. Yeah, then we'll have Osayama and Kiyoshi Tamura, which the Super Tiger, and Kiyoshi Tamura beating Pacificus. This is a weird match, because Tamura, he's about to go off to have another MMA fight, as I just now see Sayama as the road agent, so we'll go ahead and change that. Super Tiger is not really doing all that well. He's getting older, and he should probably be losing to guys like Mako and Pacificus. But, yeah, fuck it. Let's have Pacificus beat him. Why not? He's trying to make a guy Masato Yakasuji. Yeah, he was pissed. That's no surprise there. Jericho and Billy Kidman, though. Fun little match. So we're going to have Jericho get the win, steal the show matchup. Makes sense. So yeah, this is obviously 1999, Kidman's not in the flock. He's got to wearing the, I don't know, had he switched by October 99? He might have switched to the black jorts, but I'm pretty sure he's still rocking the, the blue denim jorts with, the tank top, the white tank top. That's the wife beater, but I feel like that's, now not PC to say, as, super crazy. I don't think it was ever PC to begin with, to be fair, but, everyone, you want to try to say the right thing now, as, super crazy. Beating Hideki Ozaka. Super Crazy is actually getting a UWA contract offer, so it looks like, since we've been booking him, Because he literally was doing nothing but working FMW stuff after we signed him. And he had been on the indies for a couple of years in Mexico. So the fact that we've used him one time here in Supermax, and UWA is just like, oh, we gotta sign him. That's how it goes. But yeah, he's obviously gonna stay because, you know, we got the power to make sure if anybody wants to leave, it's kind of our decision. Speaking of that, though, Masaki Machizuki, his contract was coming up, and I was like, well, he still hasn't really clicked. Maybe we'll let it run out, and we'll see kind of what happens with him. Immediately gets picked up by Pro Wrestling Fujiwara Gumi, which is a great spot for him. Maybe we'll be able to get him back around once that contract ends, because I think that will help develop him a lot, actually. We'll see, though. But yeah, Super Crazy going to be beating Hideki Ozaka. Then TTS versus the World Class A-Holes, as Otani's going to beat Dick Togo there in 17 minutes. As, oh yeah, we're probably low on time. Yes, that is correct. Yeah, this is kind of a weird card. I kind of wish I'd add another match. I guess I could. I guess we don't have to keep it at 5 matches. Let's take a look at a tag match. Just kind of see what we got. So Grand Naniwa, he doesn't work well with Delphin, which breaks my fucking heart. I don't know if we've had him team with Akira Kotakumi, though, so we'll give that a shot. And we'll have them take on... Might just go Taken's Jiri. I think that might be the play. We'll see. Yeah, because we did the 8-man at the Summer Action Series, but that's it. So they haven't really interacted or anything. We'll actually be... Well, no. No, fuck it. Let's have Taka beat Naniwa. Just, let's see what happens. That's definitely going to go here. Let's actually swap that. Alright. A little bit better, but that's still going to be a interesting card. So, I thought we just ran this. Yeah, we did. Yeah, night 4. I wonder why it's not... I feel like Adam didn't really test out, like, developmental companies, like, running as them, because there's a lot of weird shit that makes no sense. If you've never done it before, so, here's just a little talking point. The talent trade situation. Now, you figured, since I still have, the players Giant Baba, and I have, obviously, the players Liger, you figured that you could easily talent trade between developmental companies and a parent company. Well, no. No, you can't. Can't do that. It is kibosh, because in the game, it does not allow you to talent trade with another user. Tell me how that makes sense. Makes 0 sense. But that's the way it fucking goes. As, let's see, Kyushu... no, we don't want to go Kyushu. Because, obviously, if we were an actual company, like, this would be... It'd be, mildly reduced. Same thing for this and this. Like, all these would be reduced, but yet, for some reason, it's not. Not sure why, but it's just the way it is. So we're on the Dream Me's here. Let's see what we get. So TTS in the World Class A-Holes gets a 69. It's Funaki, Minoru Tanaka, and Shinjiro Otami doing a lot of the heavy lifting. Yeah, Dick Togo, that's not really his strength. The Technical Masterclass matchup, Geto did pretty well, but yeah, that's kind of more obviously a TTS match. Hence why they went so well. Super Crazy gets the win here with the Crazy Bomb over Hideki Ozaka. He still gets outperformed, but yeah, you're gonna see a lot of guys debuting with some gimmicks. As I just figured, might as well, right? Might as well at least give those guys gimmicks now, since it helps them out in this product. So we'll see exactly how that happens. As Prince Mako as a shark, it's just an adequate gimmick. As I am kind of curious. Okay, it didn't have any pros and cons. Sometimes it helps us out, sometimes it doesn't. Like Super Tiger's gimmick, because he is, a tiger mask. He gets more benefits and bonuses for merchandise stuff, stuff like that. But Pacificus gets the win with the Flying Splash. He did outperform Prince Mako, so there's that. But they were the much better team, as far as with Shudo there. 62 for Tajiri and Gran Aniwa. How about that? Gran Aniwa and Akira Kurakumi with great chemistry. Finally. He still is terrible, which hurts my soul there with Gran Aniwa, because he's awesome. But he loses to a Michinoku driver, Tataka Michinoku, who was the second best guy in the match and the best guy for his team. Handle changes. Did we change somebody? Oh, that's right. We changed. He was a Kabuki actor gimmick, which I guess that I was trying to remember what exactly was his gimmick with him and Izuka when they were teaming up in the 90s, and I guess that's kind of the closest thing you could probably say that gimmick was. But yeah, now we're going to change that to, Lord Akira Kurakumi, which that was just average. Well, Streco, when used as a star or a major company. Oh, oof. But he's extremely marketable, which, yeah, that makes sense. He's Grand Aniwa. But yeah, that gimmick, I can never, as far as Crestian, as I believe is how you pronounce that, but it's basically like the person thinks they are a sea creature, as, of course, Grand Aniwa, that is what he is, so I'm glad that worked out. A lot of these are just kind of like, yeah, makes sense. Like, again, gives Chris Jericho, like, a cocky gimmick called the King of the World. Of course, it's very good, that makes sense. He gets the win, though, with a Lion Salt over Billy Kidman. So, yeah, as far as the cocky, arrogant Chris Jericho, definitely is going to be the flavor for him in Supermax, just feeling like he's, that's kind of prime cruiserweight run. Like, just kind of, that's definitely the basis of it. Because once he got to WWF, he would kind of float in and out of it. I'd say, like, his first run, like that 2000, until the babyface turn, basically. Which, even then, he was basically a face. When he, the first kind of couple of months, they didn't know what to do with him. There in 99. But once 2000 kind of got rocking and rolling, that helped him out a lot. But yeah, he gets the one with the Lion Salt over Kidman. Then the 76 for our main event. Yeah, of course, Psychosis with the Psycho Luchador gimmick. Yep, that works out. Sasuke, Samurai Ninja. I don't know, I felt like that was I was just going to have him be a ninja, but Samurai Ninja just sounds a lot cooler. And the Misfits for Vampiro, because Vampiro, he really gave a shit about his character. A little bit, maybe too much, because he wouldn't let anybody fuck with it, but his kind of character, it's not like a, like a demonic, like, vampire. It's kind of more of that kind of punk rock, misfit era kind of character. The loner, kind of off in the shadows, quiet dude, just kind of that type of character. You could maybe, I wouldn't say it's like Raven, but with face paint, but that's Raven's character is way, way better. It was more three-dimensional. Vampiro, just visually, tremendous look, but maybe not the greatest as far as actual third-dimensional stuff. And that's kind of the idea, when you want these characters. It's okay in this sense, because we're not going to have, like, promos or anything. But, if we were in a company that did that, we would definitely want him to be a more fleshed out, three-dimensional character. But there are definitely pieces for that to happen. You just gotta kind of mix and match it and figure it out. But, also, gimmick stale for Damien. I don't think... well, that's probably going to be an easy one. Just, Demon. Devil as, Psychosis. Worst guy in the match loses there to, Liger with the Brainbuster. Yeah, good call. Liger with a 68 is pretty interesting. He also is getting a gimmick change. He was a comic book hero, which now that he's, he's a babyface, or he's not a babyface anymore, obviously now that he's joined the NWO and whatnot, he's pretty much evil Liger, so we'll change that. Yep, and that went well. Huh. It's interesting. But yeah, again, very marketable, which that's kind of the idea. We have a lot of marketable stars. So yeah, wins and losses have a great impact to normal. That's interesting. Yeah, Sasuke, we get extremely marketable gimmick, yep. Surprised that wasn't an extremely marketable gimmick, but I guess I did make it like punk rocker was the idea behind it, but then, just basically a misfit. Which makes sense, since, they brought in the Misfits for him in WCW. Not the greatest of tour shows. That Super Crazy Hideki Ozaka match kind of swung and missed, but other than that, it did pretty pretty well. At least the main event delivered. Fucking Chilly Willy. Man, his stats are brutal, though. Chilly Willy, fascinating. You know, it's a guy that... I'm trying to remember if he left ECW to serve the forces, or if he was in the armed forces, then went to ECW, then 9/11 happened, and he jumped back into the armed forces and didn't return to wrestling. I believe that might have been what happened. Either way, though, on to the next show. Alrighty, night 6. So main event, again with the Sasuke Liger, Damian Vampiro tag match there. Juventud makes his debut against El Samurai, so that's a big debut for him. We're also going to have Jerry Lynn and Billy Kidman team up to see if they got anything as far as chemistry-wise. But Vampiro will be beating Jushin Thunder Liger, a massive win for Los Bravano. Radical Revolution, Dark Side, Defiance, 6-man tag. Malenko's going to beat Sabu. So Sabu. So, we did do a drug test for him. He, of course, surprise, surprise, as you can see here, hard drug user. So, we're going to need to, first of all, we find him. We'll probably give him another test relatively soon. Probably after we run the BRAWL-O-WEEN show. The final show. Send him to rehab. Luckily, Shima's coming back in about a week or so. So once Shima's back as well, they'll still be able to do 6-man tag stuff. So that's going to be nice, but just unfortunate. But, you know, it is Sabu. It's not the biggest surprise in the world. But yeah, Dean's going to beat him in 20 minutes. Again, that's just crazy that his stamina is so bad. We'll probably... So, Too Cold Scorpio again have a singles matchup. And that is just... He has been working his ass off. I actually think we should give that to somebody else. You know, we'll save that for now. But yeah, that's definitely going to be somebody else's match. Samurai versus Juventud. Steal the show matchup as Samurai will be beating Juventud Guerrero. I believe we have Juvi in the mask. Like you see there. We'll see though. Oh my god, Juvi can't even work that long. That's crazy. What's his stamina? Looking like 55, huh? I mean, it's bad, but it's not terrible. Like, Sabu's got 35 stamina, so... Yeah, we'll just go ahead and make that just a 10-minute matchup. And then the Dragons versus Billy Kidman, Jerry Lynn. Dragon Kid's going to be beating Billy Kidman. 10 minutes there. So, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and book it so that way I can see who's kind of the best option for us. Oh, there we go, exclude. So... Psychosis is recognizable. That's nice. So is Satoru Zako, Hideki Ozaka, obviously. We also have Otani we can use. We can use Ogawa. Yeah, let's use Ogawa. Might as well, right? We haven't really used him. And his technical skills is not bad. And it's a 70, so we'll take it. So we'll have Ogawa beat him. Alrighty. So, yeah, we just need 1 minute. Let's change this. Alright. We should be good to go. Yeah. Yeah, just gotta make sure our venue, which, again, it's all fucked, but it is what it is. So I think we've actually ran everywhere. Oh, no. We haven't ran the big venues, which, honestly, I'm gonna just avoid that. Because that's a shit show waiting to happen. We will run I was thinking we might even run the Toyoshi General Gymnasium. Or even, Utsu Park, somewhere, you know. Well, it is October. I don't want to kind of want to keep it indoors. Yeah, we'll run the Toyoshi General Gymnasium. That's fine by me here for night 6. So, we have one more tour show, night 7, and then we'll be able to run the final show. We'll load up Fire Pro and give it a run as, 54 for the opener. Oh, they don't click. Yeah, Tiger Mask 4 gimmick goes over well. No surprise. Yeah, Ogawa, he was no gimmick needed, which, and then, you know, change him obviously to the Rat Boy, always a bit of a cocky little heel. Hey, it worked out well. It was rated great. And as far as, it was a swagger kind of gimmick, because that kind of is, he is kind of got a bit of swag to him. It's funny that it actually benefits him as far as being able to sell more merchandise, which is kind of funny. Also, that didn't give him a merchandise boost. Interesting, but it gives him a small boost to star quality, though, so that's nice. 65 there for the tag match of the Dragons and Billy Kidman and Jerry Lynn. Dragon Kid, Jerry Lynn do about the same. Billy Kidman a little bit lower. Ultimo Dragon, we just made him a dragon. It's fine. This kind of makes sense. Writes itself. Again, another one that's penalized for lengthy matches. That kind of sucks. 62 here for Hoovy and El Samurai. We gave Hoovy a technical gimmick. Boy, he's really off his game. Really a big swing and a miss for Hoovy. I think probably for the best. Maybe send him back to FMW. Because he's just not ready for Supermax right now. That's tough. That is tough. Because he would have been a good guy to have. So we have a lot of gimmicks going on here. A lot of changes here. Sabu with a 52 though. So that's, I mean, he's kind of getting better, I feel like. But the stamina issue is going to be really, really bad. So, Sabu, he was crazy as a gimmick, which makes sense. Now we just make him an extremist. And that's now awful as well, so that's cool. And he also gets penalized for losing to gimmicky cartoon gimmicks, which is just about everybody. We have, yeah, the Iceman gimmick. That's where they get the small boost for microphone work, because, well, that is not what he's about. Again, gimmicky in cartoon matches, or cartoon gimmicks, that's basically everybody. Eddie, we just, had him be Latino-y. Makes sense, right? As far as that was basically what he was doing at that point anyways. Yeah, and just, I mean, that is what he is, But the wins and losses have a greater impact on him than normal. So, Hayabusa, this was a unique gimmick because it was like, well, his gimmick is really just, obviously Phoenix Rising from the Ashes, this high-flying, fearless, aerial assassin, really. But I like the idea of him being the franchise player, being the guy that wants to be the face of Supermax, and it did not work at all. So, big swing and a miss there. Jinsei Shinzaki as basically his gimmick, I just called it Monk, but it's a spiritualist, as far as that's the actual gimmick itself. Which, a large boost of psychology, though, so that's nice, even though it's awful. Huh. Oh, it's likely to rise over time. So that's nice. But yeah, it just sucks about, and then the Crippler for Wild Pegasus. That also did not work. Yeah, may receive a bonus when booked dominantly. Yeah, I mean, we rarely do squash matches, so it doesn't really matter. Again, Weasley underdog gimmicks are a couple that are that, but for the most part, he's pretty much in a good spot. For that, in our main event, in 82, Vampiro, Nail in the Coffin. In 1933, Liger, Sasuke were the better team, but of course Vampiro getting a huge win before his title match against Sasuke. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Actually, it was a pretty good tour show, even though the opener kind of fucked around and Juventud was terrible, but we gotta start somewhere, as far as with Hoovy. Night 7, though, is on the horizon, our final tour show, and then we'll be hopping into Fire Pro. I think, we're going to try to do half the matches in Fire Pro, so that's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to try and do it seamlessly, as far as running both Fire Pro and TEW. Should work out. Should. Fingers crossed with that one. As far as, if not, we'll obviously just have to record the Fire Pro stuff first, then bring it over to the TEW page, which is fine. Either way, it's going to be pretty seamless. Alrighty, the final tour show is here, as we will be running, probably Corkin for this one. Since we started the tour with it, might as well end it with it, as we have a big-ass 10-man tag, though, in the main event. We got Sasuke, 2 Colt Scorpio, and Jushin Thunder Liger, of course the NWO, with the Product Revolution of Dean Malenko and Eddie Guerrero taking on Los Bravano, Vampiro, Damien, Psicosis, and also Hayabusa in Jinsei Shinzaki. Going to be a time limit draw in this 10-man tag. Want to protect everybody in that one is kind of the idea there. Eddie involved instead of Benoit is pretty interesting. Actually, we should probably change that while I'm thinking about it. So yeah. But that's still, it's going to be a really, really good matchup, though. Should be fun. Hopefully nobody gets hurt. That's kind of the big thing with that one. Throwing a lot of caution to the wind on it. Then we'll have Jericho and Astro. Why not? We'll add that here. Also, tactical masterclass matchup with Chris Jericho beating Super Astro. That is a huge victory. Ultimo Dragon's going to be beating Chris Candido, as obviously splitting up that tag match into 2 singles matches. With that one, Can-Am Junior Express versus Tsuyoshi Kikuchi and Koji Kanemoto. Steal the show matchup here. Koji Kanemoto will be getting the win. No surprise with that one. And then the final matchup to add. The Dragon Kid and Golden King team, the Cosmic Dragon Kings, taking on Hokuto Adaka and Minoru Fujita. So, honestly, I mean, sure, we did Eddie. I want to say we did this. Eddie and Chavo against them. Because if not, yeah, I'll say we did that night 3. Guess we could run that back again here. I guess it wouldn't be the worst idea. Actually, as far as just kind of thinking of that final show, there's the TTS BWO matchup, which we just saw TTS get a win. And as far as not being involved in any of those matches, so. Oh, that's right, let's give, you know what, let's do that again. With, let's do Hokuto Hadaka and Minoru Fujita against the Lord Akira Kurokumi and then Naniwa, since we now know that team. It's pretty good chemistry, and this is just to help out Grand Naniwa more than anything there. Good shit. Awesome. So, yeah, I want to make that a team, too. I forgot to do that. So, as far as we'll add that. I think we're going to go with, I mean, we'll probably just call him the Lord of the Seas, you know. Or the Lords of the Deep, rather. Lords of the Deep. Good shit. Nice. Oh, yeah, I have it as permanent. We'll go with individuals, actually, instead of them being a unit. Because he is the Lord of the Deep, so that's going to be nice to see. I think it's going to be a pretty decent little show, though, all things considered. Oh, yeah, actually, yeah, we could have it just be, open that show up with that, then the Masterclass, steal the show, Dragon and Candido for the co-main, and of course the main hopefully delivers. As, yeah, we got a 64 for Lord Akira Kurokumi in Grand Naniwa against Minoru Fujita and Hokuto Adaka. Not a bad little matchup there. So yeah, Naniwa's even getting better with his gimmick. That helped him out a lot, actually. The Clutch Day Naniwa. Or Grand Naniwa. I believe that's his first ever victory in Supermax. So that's huge. Astro getting the win, or rather losing, excuse me, as Super Astro losing to the Lion Tamer. He outperformed him as Chris Jericho getting the big win there. That's awesome. Awesome victory for him. 74 for Lance Storm, Rob Van Dam against Tsuyoshi Kikuchi and Koji Kanemoto as the whole effing show of Rob Van Dam with the gimmick now. Obviously, that is him. So, glad that also has a great gimmick. I wonder, or great rating. Yep, marketable. Yep. Makes sense. It's interesting the win and losses have a greater impact on popularity than normal. I guess that is, I don't know. Like, I think with some of this, it should matter more on, like, ratings than wins and losses. Like, the whole effing show, you have to, like, be one of the best guys in the company for that to kind of work, in my opinion. So, wouldn't that make more sense than having it be wins and losses? But that's just me. That's just me. 74 there, 79 for Mr. No Gimmicks Needed and Ultimo Dragon. Both guys are pretty tired, which is interesting. Oh no, Candido only was. I was about to say, just Ultimo Dragon was off his game. Mr. No Gimmicks Needed himself. And Chris Candido, love it. Glad that went over well. Another very marketable gimmick. We have a lot of guys that are pretty marketable now. So that's worked out really well. 81. Here for the main event, for the 10-man tag. Thank God nobody got hurt. Malenko, best guy in the match. Vampiro, tied to Liger. That's really cool. Sasuke also was tied in that as well. Not a bad match at all. For 10 men and the worst guy getting a 60 rating is pretty solid. I don't know why Scorpio is not really performing at a level that he probably should be, but I think also his style weirdly does not really fit everybody else's now that it's a Lucha-Res company, but I feel like he's Scorpio. He's so awesome. He can make everything work. Maybe that's just me putting a little too much on him. But yeah, now the final show, BRAWL-O-WEEN. it is upon us, and we're going to the Fire Pro section now. So, we'll probably run. I think we're gonna skip TTS and BWO. That's 6-man. But we'll run Dragon Kid, Eddie Guerrero. We'll run Dragon in Astro against the Blonde Bombers, and then obviously the tag title and junior heavyweight title matches in the main and co-main. So all around, sounds like it's going to be a pretty good show. And so yeah, on to that show. Alrighty, we're all set and ready to go as we are here for Super Max 64 BRAWL-O-WEEN. If you want to get in the atmosphere, we probably would be playing the WF Aggression Kane version of his theme. I think it was by the Eastsiders. That's the vibes we're going with going into this show. And boy, oh boy, do we have a jam-packed show. And we get to see how Fire Pro's going to do as we got it loaded up. And we will be playing the audio here rather shortly. As this is basically how we're going to go with it. You're going to see TEW kind of in the background. We probably could. You know what? Might as well, right? Might as well actually just capture the game itself. So we'll probably just go ahead and do that. Actually, I didn't even think about that. And that would be bad. Well, as now you're probably just going to get a black screen. As, don't mind this. Little, doing it on the fly. Gotta love that. Got to love that. As let's just remove that. So that way you guys can at least see something. Up now it's just completely fucked. Well, that's fun. As, I didn't think it would just fuck it up like that. We might have to just stop the recording for now. Oh, there we go. Now it's back. What to say? Don't tell me I dicked it. But, yeah. I just want to see what we can do as far as trying. I think I can just do game capture. I think that should work. Specific window, Fire Pro. There we go. Alright, and then we can just full screen it. How about that? Sometimes you just gotta do it on the fly here. That's it, make sure. Fit to screen. Perfect. Alrighty. So yeah, now the at least the Fire Pro section. We'll be running the matches here. We'll go through all the matches. I'll make sure the times are set and all that fun jazz. Then we'll add it over to the TEW side. Then we'll run the show. And we'll see how it plays out in TEW and in Fire Pro. So the show itself is actually ran in the Osaka Dome. Or not the Osaka Dome. The Osaka Joe Hall arena. The kind of weird thing about... You'd think they would have like an Osaka Joe Hall arena. But they don't. They have the Tokyo Dome. Cork and all. A like city gymnasium and an outdoor ring. The closest thing to probably what I want to see from from Osaka Joe Hall is actually probably the USA Grand Dome, and not, you know, the Guard or anything. So I believe this is the one that has the ramp. That's kind of the idea. So yeah, we're good to go. The idea is we're going to run the speed at 125. We're going to put the level at 6. Obviously, this is going to be a work in progress, because there's just so many different ways you can go about it on Fire Pro as far as, like, different settings and whatnot. Those are going to be the settings for now. And, yeah, without further ado, let's get our first match underway. So, because this first match, it's a steal the show match, if it kind of goes over 15 minutes, we're just going to have to, like, change it up a little bit. But here comes Eddie, as you get the little default little theme coming in. Eduardo himself. Latino Heat. 1/4 of the Radical Revolution. And you get the BRAWL-O-WEEN ring mat. Plus apron. And there comes Dragon Kid. We went with the teal logo. Or the teal logo. The teal attire. Fucking Dragon Kid. Yeah, we might, had a little graphic there where you actually get to see, you know, like Super Max 64 there with the nameplates, but I don't know. I don't fully know. I don't like the red on the ground there, the mat's being read, but it's kind of cool. Oh, here we go. Loving this. Love that. That is exactly what I wanted to see from these two. Obviously, Dragon Kid, training under Ultimo Dragon, has a lucha background. And of course, Eduardo himself, Eddie Guerrero, one of the best bases, one of the best luchadors there's ever been. Absolute heat magnet. And one of the best ever. So this should be a fun-ass match, though. This is definitely the vibes of Eddie and Rey Mysterio Jr. Halloween Havoc 97. We're looking for that same type of matchup here. And they are going a mile a minute. Is exactly what we wanted from this one. Look at a snapmare. Looking for a rear naked choke. Oh, rear naked choke. Looking for a sleeper. Not happening. Into the corner. What is Dragon Kid going for? Looking for the suplex. Eddie lands on his feet. About a minute 30 already. We're all rocking and rolling. Another test of strength again. Oh, but Eddie again just being able to power out of the test of strength by using not only his flexibility but his leverage with his legs. He's doing it again here. Oh, here we go. Into the monkey flip this time. Up the ropes. Holy shit. Eddie is in full gear already, looking for a monkey flip out of the corner now. Oh, dastardly Eddie Guerrero just stomping away. Using the soles of his boots. Right at that kind of empty point of the mask where it's right on the eyes are exposed for Dragon Kid, and definitely not looking good here. Oh, we got a suplex. Oh my Jesus. What a brainbuster. That was going to be a regular suplex. Oh, looking for maybe a gore bomb here? Yeah! Nailed it. Dragon Kid, no sells it. Who cares about your dad? Oh, that's incredible. Oh, we got a chop and strike exchange here. Holy shit. Eddie firing up. Drop kick. Oh, Dragon Kid, drop kick of his own. Both men are down now. Well, this has been a great first matchup so far. Looking for a powerbomb. That was reversal into a Hurricane Rana. We get a 2 count. A little spin kick there from Dragon Kid. I'm liking the psychology there from Dragon Kid, trying to fire back, work the legs. Oh, Ace Crusher. I'm signaling for something here. Maybe Dragon Rana. Holy shit, he hit it. 2 and oh. Well, first of all, 2.9 out of 4-minute match is kind of crazy, but that's kind of what happened. Oh my, here we go. We might get another one. For some odd reason, I'm not sure why my Fire Pro wants to have matches in, like, before the 10-minute mark. So we'll probably add, maybe, potentially some time to it. Oh, wow, well, it had scissors. Off it again. Nice Telltale backbreaker. Looking for the frog splash here. Hits it. Is it? Yes, it is. So, we'll just clock a 10 minutes onto that. And we'll say it was a 14-minute, 27 match. With Eduardo himself getting the win with a frog splash after the tilt-a-whirl, though. That was fantastic. Let's see what the rating is. 73. We'll see if that should be beatable by the TEW rating there. So, alrighty. As we will now flip back over to TEW. We'll add... Luckily, I just set it as 10 minutes for the first one. Now, make it 14. And Eddie getting the victory there. Oh, it's going to hurt him stamina-wise, but that's alright. So, yeah, we're skipping over the BWO match. So now the next matchup is Ultimo Dragon and Super Astro versus the Blonde Bombers. I gotta see who's the ref, in case I gotta change it. Yep, and it's Akira Fukudu. So, that will be... oh, no, that's right. No, that we're right. I was about to say, I thought I skipped over another match, but no, that we are right on par with what we're wanting to do. So, as far as we will bring it back up, make sure that's, you gotta go all the way up there. He is. as we will have the Blonde Bombers on this side. You guys get to see kind of... So we have so many different versions of Jericho. I think we'll go with this one. I like the barbed wire tights, personally. And this is kind of around that era. 99, 2000, and then Chris Candido, of course, which we only have one version of Candido, but I think they all have around the same, yeah, that's basically the same type of tights. We'll go with the red and black. It kind of looks like they're an actual team with that. And, of course, on the opposite side, the Ultimo Dragon. Oh, that's right. I gotta bring over Ultimo Dragon. 1 second. Alright, we're ready, as we got it all squared away. Also, I just now realized, I think there is a pacing option, which I would definitely need to see. Oh, so it says that the near death begins at 0 minutes, so hopefully, hopefully, that is why these matches have been so short, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put it at 18. It's a good call, right? I think it's a solid spot for it. So we'll see. We'll see if that fixed anything. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. I don't know. You might as well try it. So these matches aren't ending in like 5 minutes every time. Trying to think what else I should look at. Guess we can see if there's anything on the actual mod pack itself. I don't think so. But here comes the Blonde Bombers. I gotta make them a team so they, so I can edit the little gimmick there. As far as, I believe that's a thing. I believe. Who knows? And then here comes the Ultimo Dragon Super Astro team, the Cosmic Dragon Kings. Hell yeah. Yeah, I don't know, but, you know, themes are... If I can make sure that it's not gonna get, like, copywritten or anything, like, it's not gonna get a strike, we might use themes. It's kind of tough, because usually 15 seconds is kind of the cap, and those entrances are just a little bit longer. Because here we go, though. We are underway with this one. Super Astro and Chris Jericho, who only here. You'll be able to see that. It's going to be interesting, because I don't think Jericho has, like, any chain stuff. I don't think Astro has any chain stuff either. That'd be nice to kind of add to him. This is definitely a work in progress. This is definitely a... We're learning as we go along. But Jericho with a body slam to the floor. You know, we're learning as we go about it. Right now I'm seeing a lot of tiger spins, though, from Super Astro, with using that speed to his advantage. There we go. Hurricane Rana. No cover. Or no pin at all, rather, on the cover. Here we go. A nice little leapfrog. Come on, baby! Ah, it's only a 1. Leapfrog into the back body drop. In comes Ultimo Dragon, fighting off the double team. This is the Ayatollah of Rock and Rolla. Single leg Boston Crab. Nothing going on there. Oh, nice little, again, the same spot. Leapfrog into the back body drop. Blonde Bombers now in the ring. Here we go. Ultimo Dragon's fighting them off. So now they're gonna trade strikes. Loving that. Oh, Candido gets the best of it. Just a couple of more minutes and they'll be already past what Eddie Guerrero and Dragon Kid just did. Yeah, that seems to have been it. It's crazy, I just now figured that out. I was just like, oh, maybe we should look at the pacing. Who knew that it'd be at 0? Whose fucking bright idea was that, to keep that as the default? Christ. Because, yeah, they're not even going for anything, like, major. Missed the drop kick. Oh, like the body slam, though. Tagging in Jericho again. Tagging in Super Astro. It also is a tag match, too. Usually these go a good bit in length. Liking that. Neckbreaker. And Jericho dragging him out of the ropes. Of course, rope breaks are in effect. I do wish that I was able to do, like, lucha tag rules, because that's definitely be a thing. What a great Rana, but it's still only a 1 count. Backdrop driver. No body slam. Just laying him. Waste of Super Astro. Oh, here we go. There's a 2 count. A lot of snapmares. From Chris Candido. Pile driver. Love it. Oh, damn. As Super Astro looked like he was already dazed, but just trying to fight back. Look at the tag out. The Ultimo Dragon. I mean, if you were taking a shot every time someone did a body slam or a snapmare, you would be drunk. Already in these first couple of minutes. Listen, as long as they go another minute or so, I'm cool with it. Because we can just add the 10. We just make that the normal rule, but so far it's looking like this might go pretty good distance here. Oh, Dragon Screw Leg Whip there from Ultimo Dragon. He is just locked in. Waiting for that Asai DDT or really anything, but another Dragon Screw Leg Whip again. Off the ropes, Candido. Hangs on to him. Snapmare again. Another body slam. Another tag. Yeah, definitely the Dragon Kid Eddie Guerrero match went a lot smoother. I felt like those guys kind of flow together really well. This is a little bit different. There's a powerbomb though from Chris Candido. Oh god, Dr. Bomb! That's pretty funny because obviously in canon, he did team with Dr. Death. Being a part of the Death Squad. Nice little Northern Light suplex though. Could be it right here. No. Just a nick of time for that one. Nice little Rana from Super Astro. Only a 1 count. Tagging in Ultimo Dragon. Dude, quick tags already. I mean, they've been averaging like a tag a minute. Now Jericho, Ultimo Dragon. Two men, no strangers to each other. Little Hurricane Rana. Jericho off the ropes. Bulldog, potentially. Nope. With another Frankensteiner. Hurricane Rana, whichever you want to say with it, as far as the backdrop to the floor. Astro looking to get something going on the outside. Countering the Hurricane Rana with a powerbomb. Again, same spot. Get back in. Obviously, they got to the count of 20. Oh, what a nice little trading of strikes that was. In comes Candido again. Haven't seen... There we go. Finally, about to say, haven't seen a successful double team move in this match. We finally get it with a suplex. Love that. Into the ropes. Might be a blonde bombshell in the other team's corner. It is. Well, that's going to get broken up. Yep, that's not the smartest, was that, as far as that idea from Chris Candido. Astro wanting to tag in. Here we go. Loving the monkey flip, though, out of the corner. Covers him, not even a count. Boy. Oh, boy. And this might make it. Body slam again. There's a Hurricane Rana. Hook the leg. Oh, my. 1 count. Oh, damn. I thought he was going to deadlift into a German, but now it's just going to go Dr. Bomb in the blonde bombshell corner. Thought that was gonna be it right there. Nice arm drag. Love that. The tag in Jericho again. Oh, Northern Light suplex. Beautiful bridge. Ultimo Dragon's gotta get there. Somehow. Hanging in. Oh, what a German suplex. Into the Lion Tamer. Oh, no, just regular old. I was hoping it'd be a cool little animation with that, but no, it's just a regular Boston Crab. I was wanting the knee to the back of the head. Probably gonna have to edit this Jericho. Did not look at it to see if he had any of the special kind of animations. Nice dropkick though from Candido. Gonna pick him up. Weird looking neck breaker out of that animation because it looked like he was gonna go for like a stunner at first. But when he picked him up, but we're almost at the 10-minute mark. Piled, oh no, powerbomb. That said pile driver, glad. That was a powerbomb though into it. Nice little neck breaker though, that was fun. I love my straw. Only a 1 count, though. Definitely don't want to be doing that in the Blonde Bomber's corner. Double suplex again to the floor. Goes Ultimo Dragon. This big ol' whiff from Chris Jericho with the injury. Come on, baby! Powerbomb. No, counter. Into a Rana and Ultimo Dragon. Signaling for something here. Dragon Sleeper. Could be it. You're gonna hang on this Candido. Yes, he will. Oh, nice. Some chops out of the corner. Loving that. In comes Astro. Waiting for the Astro Scissors. Hasn't came yet, but we're getting there, though. Drop kick. Wanting the crowd to get behind him. Loving it. I don't know, it's weird. I feel like the pace has like slowed down with these guys, because at 125 speed, they're not really as flowing as fast as the Dragon Kid Eddie Guerrero team was. Oh wow, nice little counter. Now Jericho. That's pretty great. Is Rana hooks the legs, only a 2 count. Yeah, this is definitely what we need to do, is change the pace. Jericho, powerbomb. Oh, what a great counter. Oh, these in the... Oh, damn, that... I can't believe he wasn't in the ropes. Only a 2 count, though. I wonder if we could change the pace, if it will actually affect it in the game. Oh, what a powerbomb. Into another one. Triple powerbombs from Chris Jericho with the pin. Ultimo Dragon breaks it up at 2. Dr. Bomb again. There we go. There's the fucking... That was the walls there. That was awesome. We definitely need him to do the Lion Tamer. The knee to the back of the head. Oh, what a drop kick, though. Ultimo Dragon going for something. No, just a stomp. Rana again. Hooks the legs. Not happening. Gonna have to do a little bit more than that. Oh, Blonde Bombshell potentially coming up. Nope. Counter over the botters. And with a body slam. Oh, this is it. There we go. Northern Lights Suplex gets the win. Yeah, 22 minutes. That will work. So a win for the Blonde Bombshell team. What an upset, though. And we'll have Candido beat Ultimo Dragon. Let's see what it's going to be rated, though, as... I'm going to say 70. Oh, wow, 90. It's very kind of him. So, yeah, as far as... Now we can turn the sound up. There we go. So, oh, wow, I had it at 23 minutes, so damn near right on the dot. Candido beating Ultimo Dragon. And they will, of course, be the new #1 contenders. Which, speaking of, it is, for the first time, I don't think I've made belts in the game. I guess we could. Can we? I guess it's... Yeah, let's... Oh, no, that's fine. It's no big deal. It's no big deal. So, of course, the challengers... Oh, yeah, we can just go ahead and just click this Dean here. Dean and Wild Pegasus. Part of the Radical Revolution, of course. So there is one that I want to use, there's one I don't want to use. Yes, it's this one I want to use. For Benoit. It would probably be... Yeah, just go with this. I guess Dean, does Dean have a different, does he have like a blue or black? Yeah, there we go. There we go, they kind of look like they're matching. I believe... Shit, I actually think Fukudua was not the, ref for that last match, actually, so we might have to change that in TEW. Oh no, we did. Okay, perfect. So, I kind of forget what is Pegasus and Dean Malenko, Hayabusa's, and Shinzaki's match. Who's the ref? I think it is Tanabe. Oh no, it's Fukuda again. Well, yeah, sure, that's fine. That is fine. So I'm assuming Ted Tanabe then is the man for this one. So yeah, we'll go with, of course, our champions. Not sure which Hayabusa I want to use. There's so many different ones. I want to say, I think these are like the same. This one and that one. Well, kind of looks like it. But yeah, we'll go with this one. Yeah, well, I mean, we gotta go with the classic red. And then Jinsei Shinzaki, which we only have one. Shinzaki. Oh no, we have two. Never mind. Yeah, this is the one I don't want to use. I want to use this one. Yes. Yes. Of course, with the gimmicks. Yeah. Hell yeah. Well, this should be fun. These two teams, I think, stylistically, very, very different. Really, Hayabusa, you know, obviously looking to go off the top, using his aerial skills to his advantage. And for Dean and Wild Pegasus are looking to slow the match down. Just they're grappling to their advantage. This should be a lot of fun though, because Shinzaki's kind of a mix of a little bit of both. You know, he's a great all-around guy to have for this matchup. Dean, they just same exact taunt. That's great. Dean and Wild Pegasus. I feel like Hayabusa's theme would probably be safe from copyright. Him and Jinsei Shinzaki. Love it. Love it. There's an all timeline where instead of them facing Van Dam and Sabu, they face Malenko and Chris in 98 at Heat Wave 98 instead. We'll just say this is canon as far as what a start though for Hayabusa and Dean Malenko. Body slam after body slam. I didn't even check to see if the pacing is still at 18, because I really need that to be stuck at 18. Let's see. Yeah, it should be fine. Should be fine. Nice choice. So far, it's been all Hayabusa so far, though. A nice little soul butt. DDT. Malenko now. Tagging in. Wow, Pegasus. Oh, here we go. A little test of strength. Nobody getting the best of that one. Soul butt again. Hayabusa tagging out the Shinzaki. A reversal. Suplex to the floor now. Nice little test of strength again. Nobody get the best of it though. Oh shit. Nice little chop. Everyone loves that fucking snapmare. And that body slam. Oh, nice little side headlock though. Jinsei Shinzaki. It's not pretty, but it's effective. And now into the... Oh wow, again, Jinsei Shinzaki. Fighting it off. Oh, here we go. Punches. Chop. Oh man, I thought they were gonna keep on going for a second. They were really getting after it. Off the ropes. Here we go. Oh. Hate when that happens in Fire Pro, and you just gotta be like, well, shit. Just destroys the realism. Goddamn, everybody's fighting off the double team moves. Oh, here we go though. Hayabusa. Where are we going? Moonsault? Oh, split-legged moonsault off the top. Take that, Van Dam. Only one count, though. Oh, here we go. Double team suplex to the floor. Dean's gonna let him back in. Nobody's selling. Only a one count. Hayabusa now sends him to the floor with a suplex.
1, 2.
Nice little reversal here. What's Dean going? Oh, a nice little basement drop kick. Love that into a snap suplex. Oh shit, I love that little suplex. That's very much what he would do into the hook of the leg. Only gets a 2 count though. Double team again. Gets fight, and then fights it off. Does Dean Malenko? That's very much like something he would do. He would kind of walk with it and then drop them. I thought we were going to get a double team out of the corner, but again, counters for days.
1.
I mean, 6, I haven't had any problems with it so far. It's been alright. Maybe a little too reversal heavy. Maybe drop it down. Oh, nice little test of strength into a roll-up. That was fun. Shinzaki. Oh, damn. Loving the thrust kick, though. Oh, here we go. Wrist lock. Countered. Let's see what... Oh, what beautiful stuff that was, though. That's some great chain wrestling from the man of 1,000 holds himself. Now the suplex. Gotta talk about the next spot. Yeah, double tag in. Here we go. Hayabusa with these fucking body slams is killing me. Missed the spin kick, though. Let's see what Pegasus can do with it. Jason high angle backdrop that was into a Rana from Hayabusa, though. Missing the spin kick again. Nobody's selling anything. Oh, here we go now. 450 splash. Dean not even gonna come in. Wow, the fucking... Talk about trusting your partner with that one. That is impressive. Oh, damn. Hayabusa just lighting him up. You're knocking down. Lord. Dean asking for some support here from Chris, because he is just getting fucked up into a headbutt. Tag. Surprised that he makes the tag, to be honest, because he's really rocking and rolling here. Oh, Shinzaki takes a knee to the gut, and in comes Malenko. Double team, here we go. Double team suplex. Everyone's just doing double team suplexes. Love that. That's how you fucking stomp down. Oh, and I love Jinsei Shinzaki's little dragon screw when he would actually twist with him too. Always loved that. Oh shit. Holy fuck, talk about the strength of Jinsei Shinzaki to do that. Oh god, picked him up into the buckle. Love that little double team. Oh, went for it again, but nobody home. Shinzaki, body slam. Love that. He's gonna get it. No. Thought Malenko's foot was underneath the ropes there. The referee should have probably called it. Oh, we got a clover leaf though. Is he gonna tap? No. No, he will not. Oh shit, praying powerbomb. Love that. I forget the actual gimmick of that. Oh, and he got it! He got it! Right before the end of the match. Oh, right before the end of the match. Right before he broke it up. Gets the 3 count. Oh, we'll put 20 on that. To be fair, right? Yeah, we'll add 20 to title matches. 68 though, woof. Not great. Not great at all with that one. Yeah, I mean, that was an interesting one to have Shinzaki, though, beat Dean Malenko, too. And we will get rid of that. Jump on over again. TEW, so with, we'll make it 27 minutes with that one, as, that's a good little spot for it, though, and then Shinzaki beating Dean Malenko. Talk about making a guy. As they are going to retain their belts, too. Oh, at the, and of course the Tag League is next, but that gives a lot of hope for the Blonde Bombers, for sure, and now our main event, it is set. We will have for the junior heavyweight title the Great Sasuke. See which one I want to use. There's one that looks a little bit better. Yeah, it's this one. So, I mean, oh man, armless. Or armless. Sleeveless. Nah, we're gonna go with the classics. Classic Great Sasuke look. And then there's only one Vampiro, so not a whole lot of change with it. There we go, Vampiro. Yes, I don't know how I feel about this Vampiro edit, because first of all, they call it the Vampiro Spike, which I believe is what AAA would call it, and not Obviously WCW Nail in the Coffin, and that's kind of more what we use, but... Oh yeah, I mean, this should be a fun match, though, hopefully. It goes a little bit longer than what we just saw in the tag team title matchup. I will say so far, my favorite matchup has been Dragon Kid and Eddie, because I just feel like those stylistically matched up pretty well. Let me get a spooky little theme, though. That's Vampiro. Yeah. As a Vamp Man, I mean, this is a big opportunity for him to be the first ever Los Pavanos Junior Heavyweight Champion. And for the great Sasuke, get the NWO on his side. Just a man that is a crazy person. Absolute crazy person. One of my favorite topes, though. Hopefully we get to see it. The way you kind of lay out like you would. Yeah, of course, Vampiro, a huge dude. I mean, 6'2", 6'3". Definitely not a traditional junior by any stretch of the imagination. We're just kind of having him as a junior mainly to help out Los Bravano, but even then, just a big guy. Big frame. But we probably have him, you know, at least cut a little weight. Man, firing away, though, with Vampiro. Nice little enziguri. I get another one that's kind of starting off a little slow. Yeah, Vampiro, though, very much a methodical kind of, you know, using your strikes, your punches, your kicks. Cover him. Nothing now. Oh, shit. Butterfly suplex. Minute in. I kind of hope we get a, oh, nice little. That is a, you know, Southgate maneuver. I haven't seen him do that before. Oh, well, what a nuts little, I guess you'd call that a, maybe a spin kick? I guess you could just simply call that. Just that animation was so weird. It was so fast. Nice, another drop to hold again. I went for that super kick but missed. So one count already for Sasuke. Tombstone? God damn. DDT though from Sasuke. Kind of funny, both guys obviously use a Michinoku driver. Sasuke obviously using more of the Thunderfire Powerbomb as his finish, but I would love to see Vampiro pull one off the top or the middle rope. And it would be pretty cool. Off the ropes goes Sasuke again, going for that thrust kick. Butterfly suplex again. So far, this has really much been all of Sasuke. Some of these tombstone pile drivers. And I've definitely gotten the best. Oh man, just use it in that size again. They went for the body kick, and Sasuke catches it. Off the ropes. Vampiro now. Body slam from Sasuke. I love the soul butt though. Oh damn, I thought I was going for it. Ready to yell out nail in the coffin, but just a regular body slam. And just traditional, you know, body slams, DDTs. Oh, Sasuke to the top rope, the moonsault. Huh. Oh, damn, I didn't bring in Tetanabe, though. I just never realized that. What a fucking nail in the coffin, though. That just about ended it. Superplex into the ring. Which is a regular suplex, right? I don't know why I said superplex. Just felt like we should have called it something big. That was a pretty big move. Oh, another butterfly suplex. Sasuke now. Oh, there's that little senton. Atomico. It's gonna cover him. Damn! Almost did. Yeah, this is definitely not going longer than like 5 minutes, probably, the way this is going. Another nail in the coffin or a Thunderfire Powerbomb, and this one will be over. Oh, shit! A little float over. And this little back body drop from Sasuke. Almost 5 minutes in. Here it is, Thunderfire Powerbomb. How's that not a rope break? What are we doing? Unreal, another Oh, moonsault again. There, now you call a rope break. Gotta get our referees in order. Yeah, 5 minutes passing now. Oh, here we go, Sasuke. Moonsault. Again, rope break. So right now, if the match ends relatively soon, obviously we're talking a 25-minute to 29-minute matchup, but we know it will be capped. Again, the float over butterfly suplex. Arm drag from Sasuke. Oh, here we go. Spin kick. Super kick from Vampiro. Maybe nailing the coffin. Nope. Going for another shoulder block using that size. Oh shit. Choke slam Sasuke. Not selling it. So he hits it again with it. And there's a leg drop. Oh, Vampiro's really lighting him up now. Oh, lariat, but Sasuke's already back up. Drop kick. Off the ropes again. Maybe another drop kick. Oh no, Rana. Looks the legs. This could be it right here. Yes, it is. 26-minute matchup there for Sasuke and Vampiro, with Sasuke retaining. So both champions, the tag team champions and the junior heavyweight champion, retain their belts for BRAWL-O-WEEN. Oh, 91. How nice. Yeah, I don't know why. I thought maybe the match pacing option would help us out. It did not. It's still a little 6-minute matchup. Luckily, though, we can fudge the numbers here in TEW and make it a 26-minute matchup, with Vampiro picking up the victory. As, yeah, we'll, first of all, we'll swing this over. So yeah, then now, you know, Vampiro, or not Vampiro, Jesus, Sasuke, getting the win. 26-minute matchup, though. You love that. Thanks a lot, Fire Pro. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. It's something different. If we can get it rolling a little bit better, you know, it's kind of the big thing. You always want to improve stuff, but we're making it work. You know, we're fudging the numbers. We're making sure things are flowing pretty well. Yeah, and that took around 34, 35 minutes, maybe a little longer. But yeah, now we're ready to go to run the actual the actual TW part of it. Here we go, an 80 for the opener, as Liger, Too Cold Scorpio do in fact beat Los Pavano here. Just figured that made sense. So a big night for the NWO, first of all, as far as they're getting the win both in the main and here in the opener. But Too Cold Scorpio is also very stale, so we're going to have to change his gimmick. Not exactly sure, I guess just cool. That is how Scorpio does it. But Gory Special from Eddie Guerrero, which he won with a frog splash, actually. But obviously, I forgot that we didn't give him the frog splash, because yeah, technically he's not teaming with Art Bar ever in the save. So yeah, I guess we could have given him a new finish. But Gory Special, though, gets the win in 13:55. He did hit a Gory Bomb, though, at least. So Terry Boy and the BWO falling up short here to TTS, as Otani pinning Terry Boy, or submitting rather Terry Boy with the Cobra Clutch rather. So that was a 77, and yeah, Terry Boy, we just gave him the Terry Boy gimmick because you know he's just a impersonating Terry Funk. 93 for Ultimo Dragon and Super Astro against Chris Candido and Chris Jericho. Super Frankensteiner, close enough. We'll have to give him the Doctor Bomb, I guess, since that's kind of, the little gut-wrench power bomb sit-out version of it, and that's a huge win, though, for the Blonde Bombers. And our co-main event of 93 as well is Dean and Wild Pegasus losing to Jinsei Shinzaki and Hayabusa, as Hayabusa and Jinsei Shinzaki making that their second defense of the Super Junior Tag Team title matchup there, or second defense, rather, the Junior Heavyweight Tag Team titles. So our main event, the 90, as Vampiro and the Great Sasuke getting the win with the Super Thunder Fire Powerbomb, Jesus Christ, in 25-35. Well, not exactly, but I get it. That would actually be 26-28 if we're trying to replicate the Fire Pro time. It's kind of funny, the Fire Pro match actually did better, because that was a 91, and this is a 90. Not bad at all. Not bad, not bad. Hey, we increased our popularity in 15 regions. Would have gained in one more, but just restricted to the limited number of viewers. So that's just great. But funny enough, the Blonde Bombers Ultimo Dragon Super Astro matchup was rated the best. That obviously tying with Hayabusa and Jinsei Shinzaki in the Wild Pegasus Dean Malenko matchup. But all around, yeah, pretty fun. Pretty fun. 2 tag matches, 2 singles matches on the Fire Pro simulation. I like that. If we can keep that kind of rolling for the future, I think that'd be great. But yeah, that will do it for BRAWL-O-WEEN. It's in the books. Thought we had a really good show, to be honest. Yeah, Dean and Ultimo Dragon. I'm very, very pleased with how that played out, actually. That was a lot of fun. It was different. I think that's kind of why I liked it so much, because, it's a new wrinkle into it, so it's exciting from that perspective. The next tour is the Tag League. Now, the Tag League is going to be a little different. We're not really going to use a lot of Fire Pro. It would be fun to actually run it in Fire Pro, like have each junior tag match happen from Fire Pro, but that would take forever, and we don't have the time for that, to be honest. So, instead, we'll be booking it like normal, and then for the finals, then we'll run the final show. We'll run it on Fire Pro. So that's kind of the plan for the next episode. Thank you all for watching it. Sorry for the delay, though. This was supposed to come out on Sunday. I think Sunday's the perfect day for this. So that was the plan. I think that's what we're going to go with it instead of Friday. We're going to go with Sunday. Obviously, we get a delay here, but we've got a rockin' and rollin' now. We should be good to go for next Sunday. And yeah, we'll catch you guys next time. Take care, everyone.